video is going to be more or less the process as to certain safety tech items to watch for. There's been a lot of parts and pieces that'll go flying off of different carts and stuff, and this video is just more or less to kind of help you get attuned, certain things to check. A lot of you have been around the sport long enough where you know, but it's just kind of another way, another reminder. We are going to do Facebook Live to start this off. Hopefully the video will transmit and do a little help getting people aware of this. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with just a basic piece of wire, and stainless steel wire. Most of these chassis all have a cassette holder where you can go through a hole in the cassette, a little hole in the back of the cassette, the actual hanger itself, and then loop it around the bumper to kind of help seal it in. Some of the newer carts, they have a floor pan that goes in the back, and they have two little rings that go here and here. That is the preferred place that I like to go through, is just drill a hole through there and come through that, or go through the existing hole if you're not running a rear floor pan, and then come up, tie around this piece, and then back down. But for this one, because we don't have that floor pan hole, we're going to go ahead and just go down the length of the frame. Make sure my lengths are evened out. Inside of my cart stand. We're going to be cutting it close. I might have not taken off enough wire. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut a little bit longer piece of wire here for this one. Wire through, get your length. Let me pull this one just a little longer this time. This is some of what we'll be checking on the Dakota Kart Tour if you're going to be following that. So make sure you have, make sure bumpers are wired on, especially these back bumpers, because if it does fall off or if something does break or it comes loose, it will still deem a black flag, but you can at least save yourself from having to deal with somebody who bounced a bumper through their helmet or through their body. And just to touch on this too, there is two ways you can do this. You either come from this end and loop through on the chassis, or the other way to do it is to come from this end, and being this is, it's got to slide off and there's no bolt back here, what you can do is come around like this and then make another loop to hold it on like that. There we go. And then we can twist it from this way and pull it through and twist it up underneath here. Either way, it's going to be kind of a personal preference on how you want to do it. You can do it either way from the chassis. I typically like to run from the chassis to the bumper, but I will do it this way, just so you guys can see the way that this would happen. Once you got your wire looped, I'll come up, measure to right about where I think it's going to come through and meet the hanger. Come back a little bit with my fingers, crimp it, and spin it. Now if you don't have a spin tool, don't worry, you can use the pliers, it just takes a little longer. Spin it down like that, come through, and if you got enough wire, not a bad idea to loop both pieces through and crisscross them. the back side here, then you got a smaller pigtail, you don't have to cut off a whole bunch. And you're on the back side, then you can take and crimp right on the end. And you don't have to twist it as many times as I do, but you want to make sure you get enough twist in it so it definitely seals up the wire. From there, cut your tail off, and I'll flip it so that it's flipped in. Kind of underneath itself like this. Alright. Then your hand can't catch it, and you're safe to wire it on. Simple as that. Whether that's the way you want to do it, but that is just one way to do it. You can go from either end to start with.